And we are on the air. Good morning, everybody. This is Sarah and Julia.
Woohoo!
Sarah and Julia live from Baltimore, Maryland, and Reno, Nevada, right? Or Lake Tahoe, actually,
Lake
even
Tahoe,
prettier.
yeah.
Lake
Mhm.
Tahoe. The
So
first
one end of the country to the other. We got it
that,
covered.
that's right. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to post the link so that people can join in. I'm going to do that real quick while we're on the air, because we can only get that link while we're on the air. Is that correct, Sarah? Have we learned that?
Yeah, well, the link for people to dive in and be at the bottom of the Hangout page with us, yeah, that's exactly what you have to do. So other people can be watching now, but if they want to interact and be involved, they have to have the link. So I'm going to go ahead and try to post it too, which means I can't see you for the moment, but that's okay because I know we look great.
That's right. We're all in our blue. It's Monday morning blue, as you said, Sarah. I just used one of the tips I'm going to share with you all, which is the Google shortener. So that what I did is I copied the very long link and then I put it into a wonderful little Google shortener to make that link smaller. So it's on the bottom third of my page under my chin. I can see it's directly under my chin what the Google link is if you want to jump in there. And let's see here. I'm also going to go and post this back on the event page so that people can see. This is the link to join in
Mhm.
now.
I'm
And I'll
doing the
just
same
post
thing on.
that and share it. Okay. Excellent. All righty. Yay. Okay, cool.
Mhm.
So I know we have some new people that are going to just jump right in. I'm very excited for us today. Sarah and I have been doing Google Hangouts now for several weeks, week after week, trying to perfect our style and our technique and learning how to share information with other people and do it in a great and value-added way. We didn't want this to just be a commercial about our businesses or just an opportunity to talk, but a real opportunity to share some information and some value with everyone out there. So I have some questions that have been accumulated already, but before we dive in, why don't we introduce ourselves and tell why this is so important to us. Sarah, would you like to take it away?
I would love to, but I'm jammed up here trying to figure out how to.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but I will be. If I click enter here, please, I'm trying to share it and it's not letting me share it.
Okay.
Darn. Oh well, I'm going to come back now. See, I can't see you at the moment, which makes it hard for me to talk to you, but there. All right, I'm back. So, what was your question?
So I was just going to say, why don't you take it away and tell us a little bit about yourself and why this is so important to share information on a Google Hangout or in general, why this is so important to you.
Oh boy. Well, there's a lot of different reasons, but I have been working for a while now with an organization called CEO Space, and what we do, in part at least, if not completely, really, is connect people to other people and in different levels. So connecting people to other businesses that might be an affiliate for them or somebody that might work with them, connecting people to customers, connecting people to other business partners, connecting people to investors. So it's all about connection. And when you know the right people, you can move your project forward so much faster than when you're all on your own. So Google Hangouts, for me, is a natural way to extend that because I have lots and lots of meetings all the time with people, and that takes time, and we all only have 24 hours a day. That's the one thing we all have in common. We don't get any more time. So using something like this where we can share information, share contacts, and the cool thing, well, many cool things about Google Hangouts, but one of them is we have people in here with us. Eventually there'll be more, and that means you can actually see each other and talk to each other and get a feeling for humanity and not just an email where you don't know who the person really is or what they look like. And we, can share information about how to do things, not just who I am, but, as you're doing right here with your quick little link, whatever it is that I still don't know how to do, but I'll learn today. And on Google Hangouts, different from other video conferencing, it has the power of Google behind it, and Google owns YouTube. So automatically, when you have a Hangout, somebody had asked, I don't know if you saw it, one of the comments was, will there be a recording? And I thought, yeah, because it's a Hangout. It's
That's
automatically recorded. It goes up to YouTube, and there's a recording. And then Julia, because she's the moderator, she has a choice if she wants to keep that public or she wants to make it private or delete it because she's embarrassed about how we looked or whatever. But it's all automatically recorded. And having a video when you do education is a great thing because you can repurpose it. And then you also, of course, automatically have an audio, and you can also automatically send it off to somebody and get it typed up to have a written document. So versus some other way, it can be multi-purpose over and over. And I think that's fabulous. Plus, I love seeing Julia.
That's it. You've hit the nail on the head, Sarah. And Sarah's credibility factor and her expertise comes from being able to share tons of information. She is actually a coach and really has helped me tremendously with some of the issues that I've had. We've been working together. We've also been practicing being on Google Hangouts, which is working out the kinks and working out the bugs for other people to share how easy it is to use this tool and this method to communicate, to share information, and to ultimately monetize this so that we can increase our income, because that is our ultimate goal, I think. But I want to share a little bit too about my background. Is my tagline is "Make some money, honey."
Honey.
Make some money, honey, which came from. Yeah, where's my honey pot? That's what I need right here. But here, I'll show you my new screen image while I'm talking. You can see my. There you go.
Well, I saw it, and I'm like, ooh, sticky and
and delicious.
Yeah, we just need a little jar of honey now.
That's right. My new product. So when I was growing up, my parents worked for themselves and were entrepreneurs and brought up my sisters and me to really believe in ourselves and to really trust ourselves enough to want to become entrepreneurs. Every morning before Dad would go to work, which was the basement downstairs where his office was, Mom would say, "Make some money, honey." And I can remember that vividly. Like I can just feel that in my heart and in my head. And I realized that that's how I was living my life. It's very important for me to share this information because I have so many of my clients who have sales and marketing questions, and they have that in relationship to technology. So today what I'd like to talk about is sales tools and marketing tools in relationship to technology as well. That comes from my background, again, from my dad, who also encouraged me to learn the internet, learn programming, and learn things like that. So as much as I'm all about sales and marketing, I'm all about technology. So Sarah, the other day you and I were talking about something on Facebook. You had asked me a very specific question. Do you remember what that was? I'm not sure if you
were
remember.
Talking about Facebook. What I remember, and I don't know if this is what you're getting at, but I wanted to know how to make my own banner.
That was exactly right. Yeah, that's what I was getting at. You were on the right page.
Because I'm doing a lot of things on Facebook, like many of us, and I had seen that Julia had made a really cool banner for her Google Hangout when she announced this Hangout, and I'm like, okay, where'd you get that? I don't want to have to like hire somebody. I must be able to do these things myself, and she showed me how.
Yeah, well, and I use free tools for this. For my clients and for you, Sarah. I was sharing free tools with you. I do use some tools that I've paid for some of my own things. I use Illustrator, which is part of the Adobe Custom Suite and Creative Suite. But for this this tutorial, I'd like to show you a couple of tools that we can use that are free, and they are Google tools and ones that I just cannot speak more highly of. And I also have a tip sheet that I'll be sharing with everyone afterward that will also go over these. Oh, a brief note, just want to not forget to mention this. Sarah, you also provide independent and individual and group and one-on-one training. Is that correct with your business? And that is something that if we want to know more about, we can talk with you one-on-one, correct?
Yes, and we're going to be doing more Hangouts. My plan is to do one every Monday for at least the next 6 months or so, Monday mornings at 7 o'clock, to get us, all of us who are working from home, have small businesses, trying to, keep ourselves going and keep ourselves on target, motivated, focused, not distracted. And sometimes that can be kind of a challenge. So if we start every Monday at 7 o'clock with some new ideas, some new information, and some momentum, that's what we'll be doing. So we'll be here next Monday doing that.
Awesome. So that's the Monday Momentum program.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited about that because I want to participate in that as well. I also want to share that if the information that you're gathering from me today as far as technology, sales, and marketing tools, if you need more in-depth information, I provide group classes online and in person. I also do one-on-one classes online and in person. So if you go to my website, wordofmouthwired.com, you can sign up for an appointment and book an appointment. But right now I'm going to take you to this online tool to show everybody how to do a really cool Facebook cover.
Oh, I'm excited because I get to relearn it. I had a little, it took me more time than I wanted, but it was only my first time. And so now I can get, better.
There we go. So you're looking at my my Facebook fan page, and you can see here that I've changed the cover to say, make some money, honey. The first thing we do is we just roll over, and we can see that we can change the cover. Okay? Do you see that where it rolls over and says change the cover, Sarah?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Awesome. So I want to make a new cover for this area here. The first thing that I like to do is just go to Google. If I type in Google and I look up here in the upper corner, this little grid here is a grid of apps, and the first one that I want to go to is the triangle, which is Drive. When I click Google Drive, it actually opens up all of the files and folders that I have saved, and this is the one for this group. Now I'm going to share this public Facebook template for everyone. I'm going to share this so that you all don't have to reinvent the wheel, but I'm going to show you. And Sarah, if I get off track and you have a question, just please jump on in, tell me what it is. But the first thing I want to do is I want to create a document. So I come to Google Drive and I hit create, and I'm going to create a drawing. I'm going to name it first, and I'm going to call this Facebook header, and I like to put the date so that I remember 2014, which day I created this. So the first thing I do is I name it. The second thing that I do, now I already know the answer to this, and I'm going to share this with you, but I'm going to size the Facebook header. If I didn't remember the size of the Facebook header, I would actually just go to Google and search dimensions of Facebook photo, and look, people have been asking that, and that'll give me the dimensions, and I just hit images, and I can see 851 by 315 pixels.
And that's an important little detail that I didn't know. When I went in to do it, I'm like, oh, I have a choice between, I don't remember, and you're probably going to see it right now if you do this, pixels, or maybe it was inches, I don't know. And I'm like, oh, she didn't tell me, but I'll go for pixels, and it worked. So that was what it was. Because I never asked. It just, it said, it gave some numbers, 200 by 300 or whatever it was, but it didn't say what they were.
Yeah, it didn't say what measurement. Yeah.
So pixels is what Google Drive. Well, it's going to give you a choice, but I guess the answer that I found when I looked on the internet was in pixels.
Right, exactly. And thank you for bringing that up. And this little cheat sheet that I have here for everybody, I'm actually listing out what the steps are that I followed, and I put 851 by 315 pixels too. That is a really good point. Thank you for bringing that up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to File, Page Setup, and customize the sizing, and go to pixels.
There
815 by 3.
So fast, isn't she? Look how she just zooms through it. And I'm like, slow down.
I'm going to zoom out a little bit. Now you can see there's the actual dimensions of the whole entire sheet here.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm going to go back over to the one that I started and that I set up because I'm going to follow my directions. I changed the name. I looked up the size of the header. I set up the drawing area by going to File, Page Setup. There we go. And then this is my tip. I like to create a boundary box so that I can see what the size, what the size of the window is. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you what it looks like without that. There we go. See, the one issue with the drawing item here, the drawing form, is that it doesn't actually show me a bounding box. So if I drop a photo in that's bigger or smaller, I can't really see where it's going to cut off, and I don't want to cut off Albert Einstein's head.
No. Okay. So tell me, how did you create that boundary? What did you do?
Good point. What I did is I went over to Insert, Shape, to Shape, and I just dragged the shape there. And then you notice that this is blue, but the one I made was just a red border line. I can change that here. If I select this, and you can see it's lit up, I can change the I can change what this box looks like. I can change the line shape and the color and
okay, so it's a boundary. Because I didn't run into that at all. My picture became exactly the right size.
Oh, neat. Okay.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I remembered this, so this is so great. We need to remember this, Julia, that whatever, if we can, you're going to talk about, you try to teach me the week before. And then I have lots of questions for you.
That's great. That's wonderful. Yes, definitely. I am seeing here that a couple people are having trouble getting into the Google Hangout here. So I'm coming back again. I'm going to unshare for just a second, and then I want to email everybody. Do you mind, Sarah?
No, not at all. I've been trying to. Oh, look, Amy Auerbach has joined. Hi, Amy.
Hi.
Yoo-hoo, there she is. Amy is somebody that I haven't actually met yet, but she's connected to me through our meetup. Isn't that right, Amy?
What's that?
Can you hear me? I can hear you. Well, I can't hear you, but I can see your lips moving. Is Amy muted?
I don't think so. I could hear her talking.
Amy, have you used Hangouts much before? Do you know how to use the text box? No. Okay, so go up to the, oh God, here we go. Up into the corner, and you'll see a blue and white thing show up. Are you finding it? And that's the text and chat, and so you can click on that, and then you can write something, and you'll be able to see it. So at least we can communicate that way. And these are the challenges of Hangouts. As you get better at them, you'll figure all these things out. And oh, why don't I have a microphone on my computer? Who knows? So I will.
And I'm typing out to Brenda and Michelle and some other folks that are trying to.
So there's Amy. Okay, cool. Well, congratulations. Is this your very first Hangout, Amy? Yes or no? Oops, she's frozen again.
You can't hear me?
Oh, I can hear you now.
Yay.
Good. Is it your first Hangout?
It is.
Oh, well, congratulations. Woohoo! This is no big deal. And be patient with the process, because there's little tricks and things we have to learn. Right now, I don't know if you were listening in before you actually got in, but Julia is working on sending out an email to her friends that she knows are trying to get in, but there's some glitch. And sometimes there is, especially when it's someone's first time. So you did it. Yay. So it's fun to meet you. I'm going to just do one quick little thing on my own page to see if I can get the link. I don't know why I can't post it. It just won't let me post it.
Huh. Is it letting you post the are you trying to post the shortened link?
No, I could try. It just is, it's like I can't click share. It won't, it's not interested in letting me share.
Interesting.
No, I cancel that. Share. It just won't let me. So I could try the shortened one. I didn't, you know, when you did, oops, what happened? Did I lose you? No, that's fine.
Trying to give everyone the wonderful Google shortened link, which should just put them right in, just how Amy was able to get right in. Amy, did you use the goo.gl/ did you use that shortened link, Amy, or did you use something else? How did you get in?
I used the short link.
Oh, good. Okay, great. Excellent. Okay, so I just emailed that out to some friends, and I was trying to text them as well, but I was having a
Good.
little bit of trouble texting everybody
Yeah.
because it's hard
So hard
to
to
text
do all
and
these
talk. I'm trying to
Can
text
you?
and talk. It says, we can't see your screen at
Yes.
all.
Can you put the shortened link? Can you put the shortened link in the text box
Sure.
or in the chat box? Because
Yes.
maybe that'll work for me. And
Okay.
meanwhile,
There it is.
there. Thank you, darling. Okay, so I'm going to see if I can post
There
that.
it is. Yeah.
And then let's go back to how to make a Facebook thing if we can.
Okay. Let me try to text this out to folks if that's okay. I'm just gonna try. Oh, I can't seem to text it.
Oh, well.
It's a quandary.
It's okay because it's recorded. Woohoo!
Oh, that's true too. It is recorded. Okay. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to do a screen share, and I'm going to go right back here and show you where we were with this Facebook header. Amy, can you see the Facebook header? It's Albert Einstein.
Yes.
Oh, good. Excellent. Okay. So we have the size of the Facebook window here for the cover photo is 851 by 315 pixels, and I have that documented here, and I'm going to share this link as well so that you can use it. The tip that I like to give is that we create this boundary box, and I only do that, I have to delete that before I download the image, because if I don't, that red box will show, because it is part of the image area. So I just use that as a guide for myself. So what I'll do is first I will create the size of the box, then I will create the boundary box, then I will insert an image, and in this case I just chose this image of
Albert Einstein.
Albert Einstein, but I could choose anything. Here's a tractor.
We're seeing you right now, or I am. I'm not seeing the share.
Oh, you're not seeing the screen share? Okay. I must have clicked it.
A tractor. That would be fun.
There we go. Yes.
Oh, very cool.
There we go. Yeah.
Now we're seeing Albert Einstein. Okay, good. Good. Well, this was the picture that I pulled up earlier, and this is just Albert Einstein I think he's receiving the Nobel Prize, but either way, it was a free photo. So what I did is I hit insert image, and I chose that image. And Google will allow you to choose it by URL, or you could take a snapshot yourself or what have you. So I insert it in, and then what I do is I just enlarge it to fit that image area, okay? Now, I'm going to delete that and insert another image so you can see the whole process. From my drive.
From your drive.
Nope, it's locked up, kids. I'm so sorry. Oh, here we go. I'm going to hit insert image, and I have images that I've saved in a folder on Google Drive called Pictures.
So I uploaded the image right from my computer, and that wasn't any problem at all.
Right.
Because Google Drive is a whole new thing for me. But it offers you the chance to either upload it or drag it. And I don't click and drag the image. Is that something that's a whole nother Hangout, or is that a quick little easy answer? What the heck is that?
Well, to drag the image, okay, so if I wanted to go here and I wanted to insert the image, again, insert image.
Uh-huh.
And it says, let's see here, upload or your albums. These are my albums here. Recent photos. By URL. I'm trying to figure out where the drag was. I guess if I were to upload from my albums.
And then you could just click it and drag it?
Yeah, I mean, really, honestly, it's not allowing me that option at this moment in time. But
I thought, oh, that looks easy, but I've never been able to figure out how to do it. So we'll do that later.
Yeah, sometimes it doesn't work for me either, and I'm not sure if it's because the format that the photo is in. So I do like to choose the photo in advance and,
Mm.
and insert it. So I'm just going to go back here and I'm going to insert a photo. I'm going to upload it. And it's funny because it looks like my whole, there we go. There's my picture. I've uploaded a couple pictures. Now this picture here is a real bad photo from from the other
Vacation.
night. I was trying to take pictures of the fireworks, and obviously my camera was a little too slow. Whoops, my camera was a little too slow. But whoa, where did we go, guys? Oh, here we are. Okay, so basically I inserted a photo, but you can see that I can't see the red box. What
So,
I'm going to
yes.
do, what I do, and this is a little tip also. I right-click with my mouse, and these little keyboard shortcuts pop up.
Mm-hmm.
Order pops up, and I send the image to the back. Order,
Yes.
send to back. And I do that so that I can see where that boundary box is,
Right.
so that I can place, oops, I don't want to move the boundary box, I want to move the photo, so that I can see what I want to include in that area, okay?
And then you can resize it from there.
Yes, ma'am, that's exactly right. You can resize it from there. So then the next thing I would do is I would add words. Now, over here on this side here, you guys can see I've downloaded, this is from a website called Facebook Fever, and they're kind of showing you the layout of Facebook with dimensions. Because what happens to me is I have to remember that in this space down here, in the lower
Yes.
left, is where my photo is going to be, right? So I really want to keep my words to the right or to the upper left up here.
Mm-hmm.
Just another little tip for you all. The middle of your photograph, right here, the very center,
Yes.
is the part that's going to be seen on multiple devices. So whatever appears right in the center
Yeah.
is going to be seen. So let's say it's Happy Albert Einstein Day. Happy is the part that's in the center. That's what people are going to see, whether they're on a mobile phone or a tablet or a computer, okay?
Okay. Okay.
That's the focus point. Okay, great. So this is the hardest part. All we did was drag a photo in, insert it, add some content. I'm going to move the box, the boundary box, out of the way so it doesn't show. Come up here, and I'm going to hit File, Download, and I can download it as a JPEG. There it is. And then I can go back to Facebook.
God, you go fast.
Okay, sorry, I'll go
It's
slower.
nothing, it's recorded. No, it's okay.
Okay.
Because this is another place where I hit a snag. I'm like, okay, now I have the thing. Now what do I do?
Okay.
So you hit File, download as a JPEG,
Yep.
or a PNG, right? Didn't you say it could be either one?
It can be either one. I was going to
Maybe
stick
that's
with
it.
just JPEG because it makes it a little easier. It would download it as a JPEG. Now,
And then what?
well, when I download stuff, images from the web, it shows up right down here at the bottom. You see down here, show all downloads?
No. Oh yeah, there.
No? Okay.
Yeah, I saw it.
Okay. Everybody's computer might be a little bit different. So
Okay.
when I say download and I download it, you might not know where that has gone.
Mm-hmm.
But what you can do, another tip, is you can go right here. You can go right here and you can go to your computer files. That's all I did. And I look for my downloads. And there's my downloads. And what I just created is right there. You can see I've got a whole lot of downloads. I download lots of photos, and I make cover photos for lots of clients, so I don't want to go too far. I don't want to get too personal in there because there are lots.
Yeah.
But what I do is I look for that document, and then I come back over to Facebook, change cover, and I'm going to upload that photo from my downloads. I'm going to sort this by date. Okay, guys, I'm going to sort. I like to sort by date because then I can see
Today.
what this, there it is. The last date, 7/7. I'm going to show you something. See, that's what I just did, and you could reposition it. I want to show you. That is really cool. You can change the photo, you can add words. But I'm going to give you two little tricks, because what I just showed you is a pretty common thing to see, and a lot of people have seen this on a lot of other YouTube sites and things. That to me is a tip, but that isn't the best tip I can offer you. I want to give you my two really secret tips.
Ooh, I want them.
Amy, do you want my secret tip?
I'm listening.
Cool beans. Okay, the first one is this. When I hit change cover, I'm sorry, when I saved that image, if I come here and I click on it, see here it says add description. Have you guys ever seen this before?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've seen it, but I haven't done anything with it.
This is where you put your note to people. Please visit my website. And then you can put your website here. When you post this image, when you change that image, when I changed this image this morning, and I posted this in the description, this right, whoops, excuse me, I didn't mean to press the button. This right here is what all of my viewers got to see. So all I did was change the cover photo, and I added this content up here, and check it out. Everybody got that message and the link where I wanted them to go.
All the people that follow you, you mean?
Yes, ma'am, all the people that follow me.
Okay. So it's another way to invite people to an event or just generate clicks or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. It's another way to generate people coming to your website, people coming to your Hangout, people knowing more about you. And it's a secret little tool that we don't really think about, but the cool part is that every single time you change your cover photo, everybody talks about how this is free, the most expensive free advertising spot on the internet is your cover photo, where you can talk about yourself and you can share your information, and there's no fee for that. But what people don't realize is that that little description area right here, bam, is also going along with that photo. So now you've got a message that goes with the photo. So that's my favorite little tip.
Is the description only for the photo that becomes your background and not other photos that
That's
you put?
correct. That's
Okay.
correct. It's your Michelle is calling me. I'm going to answer the phone and talk to Michelle for a second while you two ladies are here, just because I know she's trying to get in. Hold on just a second.
Michelle is another person that we work with, Amy,
Michelle?
that is, I think she's been on 3 or 4 Hangouts, and in the beginning, at least for me, it really was, you know, you
can't see the screen
kind of land here and not know how you got here, and then the next time you try it wouldn't work. And but we're all getting way better at it. It's really cool how you can share screens. I don't know if you saw, but you know, she can up in the corner where the chat box was.
I tried to give you the mini link to log in.
There's also other tools, including the ability to share the screen, which it's the green one.
Thank you, Michelle, and I tried texting them directly as well too, with the link. Thanks, Michelle.
Look, now what have I done? This is weird.
So Michelle and Amy and Brenda and some other folks have definitely still not been able to log in. That was what she was sharing with me, which I'm disappointed. But you know, as we get better, as I get better at doing this, I'll be able to know more how to get in and how to share.
Well, and it may be, you know, they're clicking the wrong link. Did you? Somehow I was looking at your screen. I guess it's because you're doing stuff. How many viewers do you have, honey?
Well, I was gonna. Let's see here. We've got six viewers,
6
and
viewers. I know that's cool. They're watching. They just can't figure out how to get in, and you know that's the first step. Amy got lucky. Woohoo! But you know, just the fact that they're watching, and sometimes when you go to watch, then it's too much power for the computer or the phone or whatever you're on. It takes too much computer if you go from watching to joining, and then it doesn't work. I mean, that's happened to me a couple times too. So then I just say, I'm sorry, I better just watch because I can't. If I try to join, I lose everything. But I'm bummed too that they can't get in, because the link is right there in the chat box. And
that was definitely the link that you used, Amy.
Well, I kind of went through it a little oddly, but when I got the invite, I clicked on View Event, and then it sent me to the home page, and then I guess I clicked on where did I go? I know I clicked on a link somewhere on that page.
Gotcha.
I can't find it, but
Huh. Okay. So I know that Sarah is right there. She's the face on the. I'm gonna say click this
right.
link to.
Oops. I
And
lost
see
That's the page that I went to.
And if I click that link, what happens to me? Yeah, that takes me right here to the Hangout.
Well, and I've put it on my Hangout page. So Michelle and all you guys, if you can get to our Google Plus pages by going to Google Plus and then typing our names like Sarah Coolidge, you'll see it. Oh, look, I've crashed. So I don't know if you can hear me.
I can hear you. I can definitely hear you.
Firefox has a problem and crashed. So that's interesting. You can hear me, but it says I've crashed. Well, it may be. I pretty much only have a few more minutes anyway. I'll try to get back in. But meanwhile.
Well, I can hear you. I can hear you, Sarah. You're right there. You're all good. I just had that one little tip for your header right there. And then the next little tip I was going to share with you was the shortener, which, Amy, are you still with me?
I'm here.
Cool beans. Okay. So you can add a description, but you see here, you're looking at my screen, right, and you see where it says http://goo.g. Okay, great. That's a shortener, and the reason I'm using that shortener is so that I can track.
Brenda, woohoo!
Oh, is Brenda on? Yay!
Yay, we did
Yay! Cool beans. Excellent. I'm sharing this Google shortener here. This reason I'm sharing this is because when you have your Google header, let's say you're using your Google header and you want to share a link, or you want to share a link to a Google Hangout, and you don't want to have to give people that really long, see that long URL?
Right.
You want to just give them a real short URL. Well, I found this not too long ago, and I am so excited about it. I'm going to take you from the beginning to the end. You open a new tab, you type in goo.gl for Google.
Okay.
When you go there, you'll see here you can paste your long URL here. So I can even put my business, my domain, wordofmouthwired.com, and I can hit shorten URL, and look at that right over here. It gives me this shortened URL. The reason that's important is because I can see how many clicks. See that right here?
Right.
I love that.
That is so neat.
So
I missed it. It was gone.
I'm going to show you. It's real simple.
Where is it?
Open a new tab.
Okay.
Type in goo.gl for Google.
Got it.
And hit enter.
That's cool.
Paste your long URL.
I did not
Hit
know.
short. Whoop. No, it's not gonna take that one because it's the same. But word of mouth wired, I could just type that in here, or I could type in Julia Flynn Werre, that's my other domain.com, and hit shorten URL, and it'll give me this little goo.gl/ and then this little part here. It gives me a preview of the page too.
Is it a permanent?
That's so cool.
So once you've done it, you have it forever, or do you do it every time you need it?
I use it quite often, but it is a permanent link. But here are all the ones I've done for different events.
Mm-hmm.
And some of them I've never used before, obviously, because I have zeros there. If I've never used them and I was just experimenting, there is zero, because I at least click through to make sure it exists. But this will allow me to see how many people have gone to that link. So, for instance, I did an event.
Look, 128.
Yeah, I did an event where I was really promoting that link, and I was promoting it through my Facebook header.
Mm.
right here. So click on that, and you enter a description here. I'm going to do another one. I'm going to do one for another client of mine. I'm going to do one for one who's on right now. How about Brenda?
Yeah, she's trying anyway. She keeps coming in and out.
Okay.
So I have only allotted about 45 minutes today because I have an 11-year-old that I need to get up and running.
Oh, wonderful.
So I'm going to leave in just a second. What I'm seeing is that we still need to do, or there still is a need for lots of education about how to get into Hangouts, how to do Hangouts, and I think that's a business for someone. It may not be our business because we have other things we want to do, but you know, gosh, what we've generated a lot of interest, and so I think it's fabulous what you've done today, and I love all your tips, and you fly through them because you're so used to it. You don't realize your high level of expertise that you have. It's specialized, and there's other people that might have it. But so what? I don't. I don't know if Amy does, and it's useful. So I think this was really a great hangout, and it's just the beginning of who knows what, and it's all recorded. So Michelle and you guys, if you can't get, of course, if you're watching it now, you are hearing it. But if you want to get it to other people, and you're not watching it now, you'll still be able to, and that's really a cool thing. So.
And I think we should just keep going and not give up, because the more practice we have and the more we try to get in, like Amy, you worked and worked and worked and got in, and I'm so excited that you did, because the more times we're on, the more practice we get, the more confident we are at speaking while we're doing this as well. And thank you, Sarah, for being on and making sure I was going a little slower. I'm embarrassed that I was going as fast as I was, but I forget that there's things that are rote to me, and I just remember them. Again, if you would like to work with Sarah, you can go to her website at
ceospacewest.com, and I can put it in the chat box. And then, we will be doing another hangout next Monday morning, and I'll be on that one for sure. I don't know what Julie will be doing, but it's going to be every Monday morning at 7 o'clock Pacific time. And the goal is for all of us who are solopreneurs, small business owners, to continue to support each other and get our weeks off the way we need to get them off, so that we are productive and profitable.
Absolutely. And if you would like private coaching with me, one-on-one, just you and me, that we could record these Google Hangouts so that you can go back and watch what we learned how to do, you can reach me at wordofmouthwired.com. or you can call me at 410-978-8555, and it's all the way in the chat box over there as well. Again, thank you to everyone for trying, for helping, for being here. I cannot wait to work with you more and see you next week. I will be posting a future schedule of when I'll be doing Hangouts. They will not be on the same day as Sarah, because I want to be on Sarah's Hangouts. Yeah. Everybody have a great day. Thank you for all your effort. Bye-bye.